In at nose guard, number 32, Jackson Henley at defensive end. Number 5, John Epp at defensive end. At linebacker, number 25, Bailey Boyd, and number 23, Aaron Resendez. There's a snap out of the pistol, rolls to his right, looking to throw, tries to get intercepted by Parker, and they'll say he's in bounds. It's going to be Turpin ball at about the 26-yard line as Parker stepped in front of that one, and Turpin takes back over with 10 minutes still to play here in the first quarter, already deep in Cardinal territory. As we didn't get to mention all the Turpin offensive starters earlier, we mentioned number 32, Hensley. He'll be one of the receivers. Also number 7, Eduardo Aguilar is the other receiver. So Parker, empty backfield, 2 split to each side. There's a snap, back to pass. Lets one go inside receiver to Hensley. Hensley stiff arms down the sideline and knocked out of bounds. Looks like near the 5-yard line, so it'll be 1st and goal for the Cardinals from there. So Cardinals looking to quickly put a second score on the board. Resendez joins Parker in the backfield. Handoff to Resendez, finds a gap into the end zone untouched. Touchdown Cardinals. So Cardinals will line up for the 2-point conversion. They'll split 2 to the near side, 1 to the far. Resendez in the backfield, but split out a little bit. Get the call from the sideline. There's a snap option. Parker keeps it. And no, they'll say he's down before he got in. So Turpin with 2 quick touchdowns, but fails on both 2-point conversions. 9:49 left to play here, first quarter. It's Turpin 12, Tyrone 0. So Turpin getting ready to kick off for the second time tonight. Aguilar getting ready to sit the ball on the tee. Pimentel deep with Favela back as well. Here's the approach and the kick, low line drive. Favela grabs it about the 10, up to the 20-yard line, bounces outside past the 25. Oh, and hit hard to the ground there. Looked like Keeson Holmes got a lick on him, but does make it up to about the 26-yard line. We'll see where the referees mark them. And we've got a timeout on the field for an injured player. 9:44 to go here, first quarter. Turpin 12, Tyrone 0. Hunter Isaacs for Turpin injured on the play. Able to walk off, but looks like they're taking him to go get upper body injury, and looks like they're taking him to the ambulance to get him checked out. We'll pray that he's okay. 1st and 10 for the Bobcats. They'll split 2 wide to the near side, 1 to the far side. Favela in the backfield with Witt. Witt in the shotgun. Pimentel in motion. Fakes a handoff. Witt keeps it to the near side, trying to get outside. Does get a little bit outside. Tackled by Hensley near the 35-yard line. And that, they'll mark him just shy of the 35-yard line. And looks like the chain came loose, so they'll have to get that straightened out first. We've got all kinds of stoppage here. Both of the chain guys moved, and of course now they'll have to reset them there. It'll be 2nd down and about 2 yards to go, or a long one. They'll split out, trips to the top side. Witt in the backfield by himself, rolls out to that side looking to throw. Now under pressure, gets outside of Epp and steps out of bounds. Looks like they'll mark him for about a yard loss on that play. So it'll be 3rd down and either a long 2 or possibly 3 there. As Epp was able to get a hand on him and push him out of bounds before he could reach the 1st down marker. Ball at the 34-yard line. They'll split 3 to the far side again, tied into the near side. Witt back to pass. Under pressure, lets one go over the middle. And was it caught? And it was. Almost deflected away, but brought in there. Great catch there. We'll move the chains into Turpin territory for Tyrone's first down of the game. That was their tight end, number 23, Juan Chavez, on the catch. That was well defended and still able to haul that one in for an important 1st down. 2 backs in the backfield with Witt. Hands it off. Favela with it, trying to go wide. Still on his feet as he gets past the 1st defender, up to the Cardinal 30-yard line for a gain of about 3. So 2nd down, 7 yards to go. They'll split 2 wide to the top side, 1 to the near. Pimentel in motion, handoff to him. Has to cut it back up inside. But makes it all the way to the 25-yard line. That's going to be enough, well, short. So it's going to be 3rd down and about a yard to go. So Pimentel with a nice cut inside as Turpin defense had cut off the outside. They'll overload to the near side in the backfield. Tight formation. Favela keeps it, and he's going to be dropped right there at the line of scrimmage. No gain. So it's going to be 4th down. Tried to get their big back Favela behind all those big bodies, but Turpin does have a little bit of a size advantage tonight. He's sitting there at nose guard is 6'9", 275 Drew Bott. And they were able to really hold up that middle. They'll line up with Favela again in that formation. Now he'll go to the opposite side, trying to get outside. He's going to be dropped for a loss. And it's going to be a turnover on downs. Caden Moses with the tackle for loss. Turpin takes back over with 7:15 to play. Here in the first quarter, they'll take over at their own 28-yard line. Trips to the near side. Single receiver on top. Parker in the backfield by himself. Takes a snap, drops back. Drops it off to Resendez on the screen. Can't avoid the first tackler, but still fighting his way forward. They'll call him down as Johnson will wrangle him in. They'll say his forward progress was stopped. Really no gain on the play, maybe half a yard. So it's still going to be second down, 10 yards to go. They'll split 2 to each side. Parker in the backfield by himself again. Resendez in motion. Quick pitch up ahead to Resendez, who breaks through up past the 35-yard line to about the 36. Not quite there. So it'll be third down and about 3 yards to go. So Resendez in the backfield with Parker now. Hand off to Resendez to the left. Finds a gap up past midfield. He'll be brought down in Tyrone territory at the 38-yard line, but it'll be enough for a first down for the Cardinals. As the clock is at 6:05, so we're just now getting to the midway point of the first quarter. Clock rolling again. Number 34, Jet Huffman, the sophomore running back. 5'10", 155 pounds, gives Resendez a little break. Quick throw out in the flat to Huffman, finds a gap, and he's up to about the 30-yard line. So about a 9-yard gain on the play. So second down and a yard, maybe a yard and a half to go. So Cardinals threatening to score again. Hand off to Huffman straight up the middle and fights his way inside the 25 to the 24. First down for the Cardinals. Snap to Parker, fakes the handoff, throws it out to Moses out in the flat. He's past the 20 and knocked out of bounds near the 15 as he runs over one of the defenders. And that looks like that may be enough for another first down. We'll see where they mark him down. It's inside the 15, and that does move the chain. So first and 10 for the Cardinals at the 14-yard line. Quickly to the line again. Snap, handoff to Huffman, cuts up. Back to the left, inside the 10 to about the 7-yard line, and he'll come back out of the game as Resendez returns. So second down and about 4 yards to go. Hand off to Resendez, into the end zone, touchdown Cardinals. So Cardinals will get ready for the two-point conversion. They'll bring in their heavy set, as it'll be Johnson and also Gunnar Post, number 22 in the backfield now. Turn, handoff to Post from the fullback position, and he fights his way in. The two-point conversion's good. 4:21 left to play in the first quarter. Turpin leading now 20-0 over Tyrone. Cardinal kickoff team takes the field again. Once again, it'll be Aguilar handling the kicking duties. Pimental, Favela back deep for Tyrone. Here's the approach, and toe meets leather. Nice end-over-end kick, caught at the 1-yard line. They'll say into the end zone as his foot went in there, so that means it'll be a touchback, because that's the rule they set several years ago in Oklahoma football. Now, when you play on an 80-yard field, one of the differences is instead of getting the ball out at the 20-yard line, you get it at the 15-yard line, 1st and 10. So Witt in the backfield. Favela flanked to his left. Pimental in motion. Witt keeps it, trying to get outside, and doesn't really get anywhere there. We'll see where they mark that. Didn't look like he made much of a gain if he did. And they'll say he even lost a yard or two. As the ball's back at the 13-yard line, so a loss of 2, 2nd down, 12 yards to go, maybe even 13 there. The Turpin defense doing the job right here. They've allowed 1 first down so far, forced a turnover and forced a turnover on a 4th and short as well. Witt rolls out the other way, finds Pimental up to the 20-yard line, up past it to about the 22, so a nice gain for Tyrone to make a third down, but a makeable 3rd down, as they're about 2 yards away. Maybe even a little bit less than that. They'll split out trips. And they've got to get a player off the field. They had too many on the field there. And that's going to be a penalty on Tyrone. A violation there, had too many men on the field. Honestly, don't know what the technical term is for it, but that takes that 3rd and a very makeable 2 yards back to about 3rd and 7. So much tougher now as the ball's back at the 18-yard line. In motion. They'll option to the wide side. In trouble, ball's on the ground. Favela just has to fall on it, making sure there's not a turnover back at the 15-yard line. They'll say it was a forward pass, it looks like, as referee is motioning that was incomplete. So that will stop the clock at 3 minutes, 26 seconds left. So it'll be 4th down, 7 yards to go. Resendez will drop back to try to return the punt. Pimental will handle the punting duties for the Bobcats. There's the snap. Gets the kick off. High kick. Going to bound at about the 40 and dribble down. It'll be touchdown there just outside the 35-yard line of the Cardinals. That's where they'll start with 3:18 left to play here in the first quarter, leading 20-0 over Tyrone. So Resendez in the backfield with Parker. Back to pass. Plenty of time. Rolls out to his right. Kept by Moses. Breaks a tackle. Up to the 30, the 20, the 15, the 10, the 5. Still fighting forward. Near the end zone. Ball ripped out. No helmet off. And he's marked down at about the 1-yard line. So great run after the catch there by Caden Moses. So he'll have to come out of the game as his helmet came off. Huffman will come into the game. As Huffman goes into the backfield, and Resendez will line up out wide. So first and goal for the Cardinals. Just under 3 minutes to play. Parker under center. Straight ahead on the quarterback sneak. And he walks in. Touchdown, Cardinals. So Turpin will line up for the 2-point conversion. They'll bring their heavy set in once again with Johnson. And also Post. Parker back under center. Turns, hands off to the fullback, and he's going to be wrapped up for a loss. No good on the 2-point conversion. 2:47 left to play in the first quarter. Turpin dominating Tyrone 26-0. Couple of area scores to update you on. Hooker leads Wheeler, Texas tonight, 14-0 in the second quarter. Wacomas is beating Buffalo 16-6. Laverne leads Pioneer Pleasantville 12-0 with 3 minutes left in the first quarter. Sealing dominating Cyril 32-0 with 2 minutes left in the first quarter. Dewar leads Cherokee 14-0 in the first quarter. Hollis leads Wilson 8-0 in the first quarter. Canton leads Gary 8-0 in the first quarter. And no score to report from Beaver at Sharon Mutual so far. Aguilar lines up to kick off again. Pimental and Favela back deep once again. Here's the approach and the kick. End over end kick. We'll go into the end zone touchback. 1st and 10 for the Bobcats at the 15-yard line. Looks like one new defensive player in for Turpin as Gunnar Post will line up at defensive end in Jackson Hensley's spot. Pimental in motion. Fake the handoff. Roll out to the right. Quick throw. Out. Caught and hit. Epp with the first contact. Several other Cardinals there to help make the tackle as the catch was made by number 18, Jeremiah Rosas. Rosas' first year at Tyrone. He was at Boise City the last couple of years. So they'll line up, 2 split to the top side, 1 to the near side. Witt in the backfield by himself. Pimentel in motion. He'll roll out to the wide side. Throws it out there. Caught. And drags his way up to about the 30. That's going to be enough for a Tyrone Bobcat first down at about the just shy of the 30. As that was caught by the tight end, Juan Chavez. He's caught both first down catches today for the Bobcats. 1:45 still to play first quarter. Witt rolls out to the right, looking to run this time, and he's going to be in trouble. Drop for a loss there. Resendez, the first one there. Epp there right after him to help out as well. So it will be second down and a long 11, maybe 12 there. Good pursuit by the linebacker, Aaron Resendez. Aguirre in motion. Witt keeps it up the middle. Oh, and he's going to be dropped hard by Drew Bott, the nose tackle. Came off of his block quickly, and Witt comes off the field. Looked like Bott landed on him with all his weight. It will be third down. That might have been a slight loss on that one. Third down and 13 is what the scoreboard says. That looks like about more like 12 to me, but under 20 seconds left here in the quarter. Favela at quarterback. He'll take it to the left. He's going to be dropped for a loss. Bailey Boyd found a gap, dropped him in the backfield. Several other Cardinals there as well. And it's going to be fourth down, and that is going to be the end of the first quarter. The Turpin Cardinals dominating the Tyrone Bobcats 26-0. So we'll swap ends of the field. And it will be 4th and 15 yards to go for Tyrone at their own 25-yard line. Pimentel will line up to punt. Back deep for Turpin is Jet Huffman. He'll put his feet on the 20-yard line. There's the snap. Gets the kickoff. It's a short one. Hits it about the 40 and goes into Turpin territory and will be touched dead at about the 33-yard line of the Cardinals. So they'll have it 1st and 10 with 11:52 to play. Cardinal offense back out on the field. 2 split to the near side, 1 to the far. Resendez in the backfield with Parker. Parker drops back. Goes it out in the flat to Moses. Lost it off his helmet. Incomplete pass as they tried to run the bubble screen. Hensley was blocking for him there. Had some room to run, and ball just hit him, got into his helmet before he could grab it. But he definitely had room to go. 2nd and 10. May have been looking to run before he caught it. Handoff inside, bounces it outside. Resendez, stiff arm up past midfield to the 40, the 35, and finally drugged down at the Bobcat 32-yard line. That'll be 1st and 10 for the Cardinals. Cardinals back at the line, 2 split to the near side, 1 to the top side. Huffman in motion. Quick pitch up ahead to him. Cuts inside and up past the 30-yard line for a short gain. Rosas with a nice tackle there as he gains about 3 on the play. So 2nd down and about 7 to go. Epp comes into the game at guard for Hammock. Looks like he's having some kind of helmet issue. Resendez to the right of Parker. There's a snap, fakes the handoff, quick throw outside to Moses. And Witt with a quick tackle on him. Moses able to drag him up to the Bobcat 25-yard line. So it's going to be 3rd down and about 4 yards to go. Turpin has scored every time they've had the ball. Tyrone trying to get their first stop of the night here. They'll fake the snap, look to the sideline. Resendez to the right. Hand off to Resendez, and going to be brought down after just a short gain. Is busting through on the backside was Johnson, the defensive end, sophomore defensive end. So it'll be 4th down and about 2 yards to go. First 4th down of the game Turpin has faced. Same formation. Moses in motion. Parker pitches it out to Resendez, finds a gap, he's gone. 10-5, touchdown Resendez. Aaron Resendez into the end zone for the 3rd time tonight. So just a simple option play to the near side. Cardinals find with sending Moses in motion that they had Tyrone outmanned on that side. Coming into the game for Turpin, the senior guard number 64, Mario Hernandez, comes in on the 2-point conversion. Huffman in the backfield with Parker. They'll option. Parker keeps it, finds a gap. 2-point conversion is good. 9:52 left to play here in the first half, and it's Turpin 34, Tyrone 0. So Hooker now leads Wheeler, Texas, 28-0 in the second quarter. Aguilar getting ready to kick off again. He's had a busy night kicking off, as the Cardinals have scored every time they've had the ball. Line drive kick, bounds, picked up at about the 5 by Pimentel. Tries to go to the top side, tackled inside the 20. First man there, number 50, Ryder Brungart, the sophomore. Cardinal defense back out there. It looks like Blake Johnson has come into the game at nose tackle. Other than that, same defense out there. Doesn't look like any change on the offensive side for Tyrone. So Witt out of the shotgun again, drops back to pass, lets one go short. Trying to get the ball to Rosas. It was short. So second down, 10 yards to go. Another score for you. Texhoma Goodwell leads Groover 12-0 in the first quarter. At the end of the first quarter. Man in motion. Witt back to pass again. Lets one go over the middle. Caught. And that is Johnson, who's been his most reliable receiver. Or actually Chavez, I mean. It'll be third down and about 2 yards to go. As Chavez has really been the only receiver to do any damage tonight for the Bobcats and find openings. He'll split out wide this time. Ball on the ground. Lost it on the handoff. They'll say that was a forward pass. So that means it's going to be fourth down. So Tyrone 4th and 2 at their own 27-yard line. And I'm sure Turpin will probably keep their standard defense in, whether Tyrone lines up in a punt. And really with the score 34-0, why not go ahead and go for it anyway? And we've got a timeout on the field. Tyrone takes one. 9:05 left to play here in the first half. Turpin leads Tyrone 34-0. On Wilson in the second quarter, 16-0. Dewar leads Cherokee 22-0. Laverne still leading Pioneer 12-0. Same update as last. Still no score we can get from Beaver Sharon Mutual yet. So Rosas will line up at quarterback, and they'll try to run the big man right there. Cardinal defense shuts him down. No gain. And Turpin twice on 4th and short has stopped the Bobcat offense. They tried to use the biggest body they had, but the Turpin defense turned him back, and the Cardinals take back over at 8:58 left to play here in the first half. So Turpin takes over 1st and 10 at the Bobcat 27-yard line. In at guard will be Mario Hernandez for the Cardinals. Parker back to pass. A lot of time down the sideline. Resendez catches it, falls down near the end zone. They'll say incomplete as he bobbled it. Parker laid it right in there, but Resendez never quite had it. And we have a flag on the play anyway. And it would have been holding. So, hey, if you're going to drop one, do it when there's a holding penalty anyway. So, Cardinals will be marched back 10 yards. It'll still be 1st down. First down and 20 back at the 37-yard line. Huffman in the backfield now with Parker. Moses in motion. Quick pitch ahead to Huffman. Fights his way forward up to about the 32-yard line, so about a 5-yard gain on the play. That'll make it 2nd down, 15 yards to go. Boyd back into the game for Hernandez at guard. Parker back to pass, lets one go, wide open. At the 20, fights his way through the blocks to the 15-yard line. That'll be enough for a Cardinal 1st down as Eduardo Aguilar made his way across the formation, found an open spot, and then made big yards after the catch. 1st down Cardinals with 8 minutes here left in the first half. Trips to the top side, single receiver near side. Quick throw in the flat to Huffman. Finds a gap at the 10-yard line to the 5. Leans forward. Ball brought down at about the 2-yard line. So 1st and goal for the Cardinals. Parker goes under center with Huffman behind him. Quarterback sneaks straight ahead into the end zone for the touchdown. And I believe that's Parker's 3rd run touchdown of the game. They'll go heavy set as Johnson and Post enter the game. Parker under center. Pitch to Johnson. Trying to find the gap, fighting his way forward, but he's going to be brought down short. No good. 7:25 left to play here in the first half. It's Turpin 40, Tyrone 0. We do have an update on a score we didn't have earlier there. Sharon Mutual leads Beaver right now 14-0. Sealing now up on Cyril 38-0 with 5 minutes left in the second quarter. Hollis now leading Wilson 24-0 in the second quarter. Dewar leads Cherokee 28-0 in the first quarter. Hooker still up on Wheeler 28-0. Aguilar getting ready to kick again. Pimental, Favela back deep once again for the Bobcats. Here's the approach and the kick. Nice end over end kick. Will reach the end zone just barely. But it does. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Bobcats at the 15-yard line. Few subs make their way into the game for the Cardinals. Post in at defensive end. Nash Levens, the junior, number 2, in at cornerback. So Witt in the backfield by himself again. Rolls out to his right. Under pressure, ball tipped by Post. Trying to get the ball to Chavez, but was well covered that time. 2nd down, 10 yards to go. Favela in the backfield, Pimental in motion. Witt takes a snap, runs to the near side, trying to find a gap. Too many Cardinals there. They just swallow him up after about a yard gain. So it'll be 3rd down and 9 yards to go. Just a whole bunch of Cardinals there. Johnson comes back in at nose tackle. Play clock is under 10 as they're casually walking to the line. And Tyrone will have to call a timeout. So with 6:33 left to play here in the first half, it's Turpin 40, Tyrone 0. So now in the second quarter, Texoma leads Groover 12-8. Both teams now back out on the field. Favela behind Witt in the pistol, 2 receivers to the near side. Handoff to in motion, and several Cardinals there to rip him down. Levens, Epp, and Resendez there on the tackle. And it's going to be 4th down and 8 yards to go. Huffman will be back to receive the punt. He'll line up near the Turpin 35-yard line. Pimental will be back to punt again. Gets that one off. Ball hits at about the 40 and will roll out of bounds in Turpin territory at about the 37-yard line. That's where they'll have it 1st and 10 with 5:44 left to play. Mario Hernandez back in at guard. Well, they've changed that now as he came on the field, but they're going to stick with their starting lineup out there. Moses in motion. Quick pitch to him. Trying to find a gap outside. Hit pretty quick, though. Short gain of maybe a yard or two. As Pimentel cut that one off. They'll just say about a yard or so. 2nd down. 9 yards to go. Empty backfield for Parker. Fires it off to Hensley, catches it, falls forward in Tyrone territory near the 35-yard line. That'll make it 3rd down and about 2 yards to go. Just under 5 minutes left here in the first half. Resendez in the backfield with Parker. Quick pass back to Hensley, finds a gap. He's at the 25, fights through the tackle to the 20, still going down near the 15-yard line. So the quick hitter to Hensley, back-to-back plays, and the Cardinals are in the red zone again. Huffman comes in for Resendez. Hand off to Huffman. Oh, and he's going to be brought down quickly in the backfield. Busting through on that play is Chavez. No gain on the play. 2nd down, 10 yards to go. Huffman in motion, quick pass to him. Trying to find the outside gap. Brought down out of bounds by Witt. Short gain of about 3 yards on the play. Up to about the 12. Clock stops at 3:55 to play here in the 2nd quarter. There's a snap option to the far side. Parker keeps it, still fighting forward. And they'll finally call him down inside the 10 at about the 12, at about the 8-yard line, maybe the 7. It's going to be 4th down. Huffman lines up to the right of Parker. Back to pass, lets one go through the hands of Hensley. Turnover on downs, back over to Tyrone with 3:21 left to play here in the first half. So Witt at quarterback. Man in motion. Fakes a handoff. Tries to take off on the near side. Oh, he's going to be wrangled down. As Gunnar Post chased him down from his defensive end spot. So Witt will have to come out of the game for a play as his helmet came off. Checking into the game for the first time tonight, sophomore number 40, Jackson Leonard at defensive end. He'll come in for John Epp. And we've got a timeout on the field. 2:32 left to play here in the first half. Turpin leads Tyrone 40-0. Sharon Mutual now leads Beaver in the first quarter, 22-0. Wacomas leads Buffalo 24-6. Texhoma still leading Groover 12-8. With just over 2 minutes left in the first half. Canton leads Gary 40-6 with 5 minutes left in the half. Hooker now up on Wheeler, Texas, 34-0 in the second quarter. Both teams back out on the field. Favela at quarterback, looking for a gap. Finds a little bit of one. Oh, he's dropped to the, no, he's still on his feet. Looked like he was dropped back at the line of scrimmage, but was not. Made his way up to the 19-yard line, and that'll be enough for a Tyrone first down. So tough running there by Favela, gets Tyrone a first down. So Witt back in the game at quarterback. Man in motion. He'll roll out to the near side. Lets one go. Caught. Splits the defenders and brought down near the 30-yard line. That's going to be enough for another Tyrone first down as Chavez with another catch. So ball marked at the 31-yard line. Under 2 minutes left here in the half. First and 10 for the Bobcats. They'll trips to the top side, single receiver on the near side. Witt rolls to the high side. And he's going to be dropped for a loss, a sack by Jackson Leonard. The sophomore that came into the game a few plays ago. Drops him back at the 25-yard line. A loss of about 6 yards on the play. Second down, 16 yards to go. Hammock back into the game for Johnson at nose guard. Tight formation, Witt. Pimentel in motion, and that's going to be a motion penalty, false start. And that's going to move back the Bobcats 5 yards. 47 seconds left here in the half. Tyrone able to put together a couple of first downs for the first time tonight. But now with that sack and then a penalty, they're moving backwards again. Witt runs to the wide side trying to find a gap. Too many Cardinals there, and he's going to be dropped for another loss. A sack by Resendez. Back at about the 16-yard line. And that will stop the clock as well. With 27 seconds left. Third down, 21 yards to go. There's a snap. Witt keeps it, tries to go wide. He's going to be dropped for another sack. And it's Leonard again. Well, that will make it fourth down. Fourth down and very long, and looks like they'll let the rest of the clock run out. And that will be the first half. Turpin dominating Tyrone. We head to the half. It's 40-0. The Cardinals lead the Bobcats.
PTCI brings you a truly unlimited mobile experience.
All right, you ready for a 20-mile hike?
I guess.
Take PTCI's totally unlimited bundle anywhere you want to go. Unlimited data, just like at home.
If you guys are watching this, we're lost.
No, Mom, we're not actually lost. Maybe.
Call today at 1-800-562-2556 or visit us at ptci.net. Get PTCI fiber internet or you might become the laggies.
That's $20, sir.
Here you go.
Would you just call PTCI to install fiber internet?
Don't become the laggies on your block. Call now for fast PTCI internet and get 3 months free whole home Wi-Fi.
And we welcome you back here to Tyrone as we get ready for the start of the second half. Turpin dominating Tyrone 40-0. Some of the other area scores. Remember we said Texoma Goodwell led Groover earlier 12-0. They're now trailing 20-12. Some of the other scores. Hooker leads Wheeler, Texas at the halftime 41-0. Sharon Mutual leads Beaver 22-0 at half. Laverne leads Pioneer Pleasantville 26-8 at the half. Buffalo trails Waukomis 24-6 at the half. Sealing beats Cyril 46-0. My mercy row, I think that one was over at the half, but not absolutely sure. Canton leads Gary at the half 48-6. Hollis now leading Wilson 30-6 at halftime. Dewar leads Cherokee in the second quarter 42-0. Couple of teams have an open week this week. Balco, Forgan. They'll take on this Tyrone team in Forgan next week as they have an open week after taking a tough loss to Winoka, who's a very good team this year at Winoka. Haven't seen any score for Canyon at Perryton. Booker was able to beat Guyman last night. 20-18, came from behind to win that one. Canadian Texas is at Bushland. Tonight, Spearman hosting Sanford Fritch. Haven't seen a score for that one either. So Turpin will be kicking off to start the second half. So Eduardo Aguilar. Will be doing the kicking duties again. Tyrone back on the field as well. Mentioned where Tyrone will be at Balco Forgan in Forgan next Friday night. Turpin will host Boise City. Boise City is hosting Elkhart, Kansas tonight. Haven't seen a score on that one either. Pimentel, Favela back deep again for the Bobcats. Aguilar kicking off for the Cardinals once again. Here's the approach and the beginning of the second half. That one off the side of his foot. That'll go out of bounds. So Tyrone will have good field position as we start this second half. And it will be 1st and 10 all the way up at the 30. Or actually, they'll mark it at the 25. One of those you got to figure out on the 80-yard field. It's different, so. There's a snap. Handoff to the tailback. Oh, and Drew Bott swallowed him up. Met him in the backfield right away as Favela went nowhere on first down. Second down, 10 yards to go. Maybe a loss, and it is a loss of about 2 on the play. As the big nose tackle busted through there right away. One change out there on defense is Turpin starting quarterback Bryson Parker is not out there at corner. Nash Levens is out there at corner. Witt in the backfield by himself. Drops back to pass, looks to his right, ball tipped up in the air, almost intercepted. Jackson Hensley with the dive and saw that one fall to the ground right in front of his hands. So third down, 12 yards to go from the 23-yard line for the Bobcats. Man in motion rolls out to his left, pass too high as he tried to hit his favorite receiver Chavez out there, and that one was just a little too errant, and it will be fourth down for the Bobcats. 11-14 left to play here in the third quarter. Pimentel lines up to punt. Resendez back to receive it. He'll put his feet on the 25-yard line. Short line drive kick, and it'll die at about the Turpin 33-yard line. So Turpin will take over first and 10 with 11:09 left to play in the third. And looks like Turpin will make some wholesale changes on the offensive side. Coming in at guard, the senior number 64, Mario Hernandez. Also, a junior, number 77, Ricky Olgin will come in as well. I believe he'll be in there at center. Turpin takes a timeout to make sure they get everything situated. Also coming in on the line will be a junior number 55, Carson Hendrick. At running back, it will be number 20, Braden Ratzliff. At quarterback, a junior number 13, Austin Peters. Jet Huffman will be in the game. Number 50, Ryder Brungart will be in the game as well. Nash Levens will line up at receiver. Number 44, a senior, Keeson Holmes will line up at running back as well. No, he'll step off the field, was out there. Whole new Cardinal offense out there, except for Jet Huffman has spent some time out there on the offensive side. He'll line up at a wideout instead of the running back position, as Ratzliff will be in the backfield with Peters. Snap, handoff to Ratzliff. Oh, and he's going to be wrapped up and dropped for a loss of about a yard. And that will be Chavez busting through there. I believe that was Johnson on that tackle. The 23 and 32 are hard to distinguish. Pass caught by Levens, and he'll be brought down at about the 37-yard line. So about a 5 or 6 yard gain. That was about second down and 12 there. So third down, 6 yards to go. They've got to make it to the Tyrone 36-yard line to get the first down. Man in motion, hands it off to Huffman. Bust outside past the 40. He's at the 30, cuts inside at the 20, the 10, 5, touchdown Cardinals. Jet Huffman takes it to the house, and that is the game. The Turpin Cardinals have defeated the Tyrone Bobcats by mercy rule with 9:51 to play here in the third quarter, 46-0. So Turpin so far this year, 2 games, both of them 46-0 Mercy Rule wins as they move to 2-0. Like we said, next week they will host Boise City. Tyrone will head to take on Balco Forgan at Forgan next Friday. Quick check into some other scores before we leave. Doesn't look like anything new that I didn't already mention. Sealing has Mercy ruled Cyril. I think we mentioned that one. And really no new updates there. So we thank you for joining us all here on PTCI's coverage of high school football. Hope you'll join us again next week as well. So from Bobcat Field here in Tyrone, Oklahoma, good night.